Hey everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie.
And we got a lot of good questions over on the Fit RV website. And there was one we got recently that I really wanted to answer in video format. So we're going to make this kind of like a Ask the Fit RV thing.
And I really like this idea. So if you all have questions, come over to the Fit RV website and leave them in the comments, because I'd like to turn this into a series where we're answering questions on our website.
All right. Well, this first question has to do with tire pressure. So you want to read it, Steph?
Yes. Okay. It came into one of James's posts on his article, How to Set the Tire Pressure in Your RV. And it was from Derek. And Derek wrote, James, just saw your recent video on Cat Scale app and it led me to this post. I have a 2015 Navion and I run 61 PSI cold as recommended. On Easy Tire TPMS, which is a tire pressure monitoring system, it will get up to 72 PSI when hot.
Okay.
So if you are setting at 70 when cold, are you worried that it will get past the 80 PSI max mark?
Okay, now I love this question because it shows that someone's actually thinking about their tires. And it also demonstrates a working knowledge of the ideal gas law. Now, the ideal gas law states that the pressure multiplied by the volume of the tire...
Wait. Hold the nerd phone. Can you take it down and let's put it in English and a little less nerdy, please?
Okay. So, as your tires get hotter, the pressure goes up.
Okay, all right. I can accept that.
You can internalize that
I got it.
Okay, so basically to restate his question, he's asking, if you're inflating your tires cold and then you're driving on them and heating them up, are you worried that the tire pressure is going to get beyond the maximum that's stamped on the tire?
Okay, and the answer is what?
No, absolutely not. In fact, our tires get over 80 PSI routinely.
Yes, and I can verify this because he makes me read out the tire minder as we're rolling along all the time.
Right. So here's the thing. Any place you see a tire pressure listed, and there are several, you might see it on the tire itself, you might see it on the door jamb, you might see it in an inflation table, but any place you see that, it's always going to be referring to a cold tire pressure. So here's our tire, and you can see it's stamped right on the tire, 80 PSI cold. Here's our door jamb, our driver's side B-pillar, and you can see there it also says cold. And it also says cold pressure in this load and inflation table from Firestone.
Okay, but why cold pressure and why not hot?
Okay, well, it turns out that the people that make the tires in the vehicles, they know about the ideal gas law too. And they know that the cold tire pressure, that's the lowest pressure your tires are going to see throughout the day. It only goes up from there.
Okay.
Because it turns out that it's actually a lot more dangerous to drive with tires that are too low of a pressure than with tires that are at too high of a pressure.
Right.
You see, the burst pressure of a tire is something crazy high. It's like 200 PSI or so.
Really?
Yeah, before the tire will blow up.
I didn't know that.
So you're really unlikely to hit that in normal circumstances. Now, an overinflated tire, it may corner weird, it may, wear funny, but it's really unlikely to just explode. So it turns out it's actually a lot more dangerous to drive with a tire that's too low. A tire that's underinflated, it's going to heat up, it's going to flex, you could have tread separation, it can fail a lot more easily.
Okay.
So that's more dangerous. In fact, that's why the tire pressure monitors that come in all new cars since 2007 or something, they only tell you if the tire is too low. They don't tell you if the tire is overinflated.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe you should clarify what exactly is cold pressure? What's the definition?
So generally speaking, the definition of cold tire pressure is the pressure of your tires when they have not been driven for 3 hours or more. But I like to go a little further with it, and I like to think it's the coldest temperature that your tires are going to see throughout the entire day.
Okay, wait, is that why you get up at 4:30 in the morning before an RV trip and you're out there? Is that what you're doing? Checking the tires?
Maybe.
Wow. You are so literal.
But I'm also very, very safe.
Yes.
So the last thing to know about tire pressure would be sort of a rule of thumb for when you can't inflate your tires cold.
Well, yeah, and that's often because you're on a road trip, you're rolling along, your tires are hot, and you don't want to wait 3 hours for your tires to cool.
No. So the kind of rule of thumb is for RV tires, you can guesstimate that they will increase 2 PSI for every 10 degrees that they heat up.
Okay, so is that going to be the same for car tires?
No, car tires are a smaller volume and a lower pressure. So for a car tire, you'd estimate that they would increase 1 psi for every 10 degrees that they heat up.
Okay, so about half.
Yeah. So now it's not unusual when you're driving along all day for your RV tires to heat up 50 degrees or more. So if we go back to our reader's question, I think his tires increased a total of 11 psi.
Yes.
And so I would then, by my rule of thumb, guesstimate that they had warmed up about 55-ish degrees.
Okay.
And to me, that's within normal parameters. And so that's okay.
All right, good to know. But that also makes me think of when you're having me check the tire minder and I'm checking the tire pressure, you've also got me checking the temperature.
Exactly.
So,
and what I'm doing there is I am comparing that with my 4:30 a.m. temperature and making sure that everything is completely within normal parameters.
Wow, your nerdness is showing.
But it's also very safe. Okay, and that's about going to do it for this Ask the Fit RV about tire pressures. If I had to boil it down to one thing, it's just any place you see a tire pressure listed or recommended, it's a cold pressure. Remember that cold pressure and you'll be fine.
Well, get up at 4:30 a.m. and then you'll be fine.
I think they maybe have to get up at 4:30 exactly.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye now.
Down the road.